caught you staring across the room, not sure that you made the move. Something like a magnet, I'm drawn to you, but somehow, baby, I'm feeling blue. Tell me how you want it.
Hello everyone. This is the first video of a series that I'm creating just for you, and in which I am going to be sharing secrets. We're going to be working alongside one another. It's going to be, of course, about entrepreneurship. It's going to be about our own evolution. It's going to be about a lot of things. It is not enough that I speak and that you listen, or that I show you and that you watch. It's very important that you also take action. Because this is the first videos of a series, this is something that means there are a lot of videos coming up. It's a beginning, it's a start. And because it's a start, I'm thinking about two other types of beginnings that many people are aware of. I'm going to mention the Bible and slavery. The Bible, because it's important to remember the power that God has, the power that God, which is a spirit being, has, and that we also are spirit, and that we have power. God created us as His children, like Him. We're also made of spirit, besides being human. And slavery, it's about the humans, the dominated and those who dominate. We're not going to focus on the dominated or those who dominated. We're going to focus on the lessons learned. I forgot to mention that even though God is spirit and that we are spirit, there also is Satan, but we don't care. We're not going to mention Satan. We're not going to focus on Satan, because when you zoom in on anything, you make it big. Like when you're taking a picture, we're not zooming on Satan. We're zooming on God and on us. Now, regarding speaking, regarding the fact that it's a good communication tool, we are going to make sure that we create good habits, good communication habits in each video. I'm going to put references for you to go explore from the Bible. Genesis 1 verse 3. When God created the light, it was purely with words. And in Gene 1 verses 1 through 14, yes, Gene says that at the beginning there was the Word, God was the Word. And we also can speak. We have the power of speech. We can communicate. It's a secret. What's a secret? A secret is something that is in front of you that you know about, but you don't use it to its full potential. It's right there. It's not hidden. That's a secret. Hebrews 11 verse 1, faith. 2 Corinthians 4 verse 18, focus on the unseen. What is it? It's still about what's inside of us, our heart, our mind, our spirit, what we don't see. That means it's us too. We are also a spiritual being besides being a human being. We cannot neglect that part. Proverbs 28 verse 26. It's not really about the mind but about wisdom. And what that means is, even if we hear people say it's all in your mind, or it's your mind, or something like that, what you need to translate that into is, it's true, but it goes further. You also have to be wise, because you can act based on what you think, based on what your mind tells you. It's not enough. Based on your intuition, based on what you feel should be done, it's not enough. You also have to be wise. You also have to be able to understand the importance of acting ethically. That's because that gives you peace of mind, and that's very important. Remember, you live with yourself 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, all your life. That's how good that is for you, and that's what matters. Now, if you want to also hear other people talk about what I just said, and not just going to the Bible to find what I just said, you'll hear a lot of those concepts kind of nuanced. When you look for videos on YouTube with the names Jim Rohn, OHN, and Wayne Dyer, Wayne WAYNE, Dyer DYER. Ay, ay, ay. So, we're creating habits with these videos. One habit is to communicate well. That means what we want to communicate needs to be clear for the other party to understand, and the other party also needs to understand what you intended them to understand as clearly as you want them to understand it. That's when you communicate well. And there are many dimensions to what I just said. I mean, communicating well. It can also mean that you understand the importance of using a tool the right way. Don't twist it. You don't have time for that. You have so much to do with yourself, for yourself. Time is short on earth. Very short. Very, very short. As a human being, you don't have time for negative stuff. So, it's best that communicating well means for you more than just sending a message clearly. It's also using the tool the right way. And as we spoke about slavery, I want to point out that we do have power over our decisions and actions. Nowadays, we understand how important it is for the human being to be strong. We understand what real strength means. It's mostly internal. So anything else new you see that is not internal, it's another type of strength. What I want you to focus on is the real strength, the one that's internal. I'll say just that, and I'm sure you'll understand what I mean because I'm focusing on you. If you focus on yourself, you'll do it. If you don't, too bad. I cannot force you. I can speak with you, I can share with you, but the person who needs to act is you. I'm going to suggest one thing: make a plan, create a plan. The real reason you're creating a plan is for you to make sure that you don't get distracted. You don't want anything, I mean, just anything, or anyone, just anyone, to come and distract you, to make you do anything that is not helping you become better, be happier, the way you feel that you deserve to be. Guess what? If you get distracted, that's because you allow it. If you don't want to allow it, you need a plan. When you have a plan and that somebody says anything comes up, you know if that is helpful, if the person is helpful or not. And you know well when to say yes, when to say no. And you know when to continue or when to stop. And you know when you need to course correct. When you need to do anything that will bring you back to the path that is good for you. That's what a plan does. You need to have a plan. I'll suggest 3 types of plans. You can create more, but the 3 I'm thinking of right now are your own evolution, personal evolution, and a plan for you to be strong internally, spiritually, in your mind, in your heart. Choose one, all 3, all 4, I don't know, but internally. And then a plan to evolve in your career or in business. Some people may also want, but later, let's go with 3 at the beginning. So some people may also want to make sure they're always healthy. It's good to always be healthy. Some people will want a plan to be surrounded with peace, or to make sure anyway, because that's where it starts, to have peace within, because it starts internally. Remember, peace of mind, it has to be in you first. And then you may want to make sure there is peace, and you also may want to make sure there is peace in your family, in your home, in your community. And an additional plan some people may want is a financial plan, because that's important too. And for that, you need to get advised by professionals. Don't just act the way you think you should act. You need professionals in your corner. We don't have to know everything. It's a good thing when we seek advice from professionals. I'm just letting you know. And if you have a business, it's deductible. That means it's like you didn't spend the money at all. So, to recap, the three plans that I'm suggesting that you make sure you have starting today. I'm not just saying it, you need to create them. Remember, you have to act. It's a personal evolution plan, a plan for you to evolve internally. Some people may say spiritually, some people may say in their faith, some people may say in their heart, in their mind. Choose one, take all, your choice. And a plan to evolve in your career or in your business. So, to evolve personally, include what I'm going to say in your plan. Add anything that works for you, but make sure you have the following. You have to be surrounded by people who love you, not the people you love. When you're doing anything worth doing for yourself, the people you need around yourself are people who love you. That's because those are the people who want you to succeed. You may love somebody and want them to succeed. Not only they might not care about you, but they might even wish that you do not succeed. So be smart about it. And then you also need around yourself people who want to reach excellence. Now, for the spiritual plan or the plan the plan about faith, yeah. What's important is wisdom. That's what makes you strong. Do you realize that wisdom is not something you can buy? It's not material, it's internal. When you are wise, nobody can make you do anything you don't want to because you have firm convictions for your words, for your actions, and they have their own basis. Whether you base your decisions and actions on the Bible, on your faith, so it could be religion or in the law or according to what society, wherever you live, what that society dictates. So when you're wise, you know what is good for you and for most people or for everyone. And you know what to do, you know what to say. And this is something that you don't do just like that. You learn, you evolve. And I am suggesting that you make a plan to evolve internally. That's also because when you're strong, that's what it does when you're wise, you're strong. When you're strong internally, you feel good wherever you are, whoever's around you. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's really a good thing. Well, I'll stop just right there. I won't say anything because you might understand. Do you need examples? Do you need examples? Let me think. And okay, let me find an example. When you're strong internally and that you have wisdom, okay, I have an example. Here's one thing that wisdom can help you do. Wisdom can help you understand when to talk, when not to talk, when to say yes, when to say no. Wisdom makes you understand that you already have everything you need inside of you and that everything passes. And because you understand everything passes and that you also will pass, you'll understand the power of love. And that love is more powerful than anything that's negative. If you can love and understand the power of love and surround yourself with people who love and love you, imagine how strong you are. Because everything passes, you don't get attached to things or to places. Because you're strong internally, wherever you are, you're complete. You don't seek validation, you don't need validation. That's what it does. When you evolve spiritually, internally, with wisdom. And now, a plan for your career and for business, both or either, that helps you evolve among the human beings, yeah, other people, and that helps you understand when a deal is a good deal for you or a bad deal for you or neutral, so that you don't get taken off path, wasting your time. Because life has a way of making you do things 2 times, 3 times until you learn. You don't need that. So make sure you have a plan so you understand what would make you really happy in 10 years, in 5 years, so that you can see what you need to do today until you get there. I cannot decide for you. You don't need to copy anybody, because what makes them happy, what seems to work for them, that's their own life. Go with your own life. They're living their life. Do you want to live their life? No, you want to live your own. Otherwise, you're going to waste time. You don't want to waste time. Time is limited. The spirit lasts, but our time on earth is limited. Don't waste it. And then, in your career plan and business plan, to evolve thanks to that, you need to learn a lot. You need to keep learning all the time. That's how you keep evolving. And a reference I have for you to go and look and consult, it's in the Bible. In fact, two. Hosea 4, verse 18, OSEE, and Proverbs 29, verse 18. Now that we've established the basis of our upcoming conversations and actions on YouTube, I'm asking you to subscribe, but most importantly, I'm asking you to act. I cannot act on your behalf. Only you can act on your own behalf. So everything I just said, I was sharing secrets you already knew about. I didn't tell you anything new. They're secrets because they're right there, available. But we don't use them, or we don't use them wisely, or we don't use them enough. You need to use them. Let's start with communicating well. We're making that a habit. Every video is going to have something about communication, so that we can make sure we get into the habit of communicating well. Speaking is one way of communicating. We're going to use many ways of communicating, including speaking. And I also suggest for good health that we drink water, especially now. I'm recording this in the summer. It's the beginning of the summer. We need to drink water. Not too much because it we have to balance everything we do. When you do too much of anything, it's not good. Nature likes balance. When you're thirsty, you drink a little. You drink a little more. But you don't drink too much because, you know, we have to help the organs process what they can. We cannot overflow with liquid. What the organs need is what we give, not more. And I love you.